Hello, this is a Desert Eagle. This is a Glock. The Desert Eagle looks like it has been designed in a hollowed out volcano by a supervillain who's hung like a church mouse. That is the most ambitious type of villain. The Glock looks like it has been designed with an Etch-a-Sketch.
What's your point?
The point is that in Airsoft, where people engage in military cosplay, looks and performance, a good balance, should be important. If you may.
There you go.
That's what I want to show this. The latest KRYTAC.
Oh, it's sharp.
KRYTAC is the standard for quality in A.E.G, and it's used as a benchmark for virtually everything. And that's its latest flagship.
Yeah, look, it's nice, okay? But it's like any other M4 that you're still going to see out on the battlefield any day.
Oh yeah? Well, what do you have?
Well, it is another M4, but it's a better looking M4. It's a higher performance one from King Arms. This is the Black Rain. The Black Rain by King Arms. It's been replicated to look like a real steel version from the Black Rain Ordnance Company.
So is this KRYTAC. It's replicated to look like the WARSPORT GPR-CC. It has all the trademarks and new state-of-the-art rail that is way more lighter than the LBOA. This is an example of WARSPORT Industries' bright future.
Well, that company doesn't even exist anymore.
Well, yeah. Even more reason this will be much more of a collector's item.
Well, unlike your bankruptcy special, Black Rain Ordnance does still exist. And this is a collector's item, so it has its own limited edition serial number, which can be found right here.
Come on. I mean, look at that. It has like a cheesy writing called "Let It Rain," and then it has that biohazard sign. It's like some kind of zombie apocalypse. This isn't The Walking Dead.
Hey, Walking Dead's a good show, though.
Oh, please. Zombies are the most boring monsters there are. The point is, while it does have high-end internals, without its flashy exterior, there's nothing special about it.
What are your GPR? Inside it, it's just Trident internals. Those are already a few years old already.
It just shows that it didn't have to get updated. That's how good they are.
Did they fix the soft tapping plate? Glue on the screws and make it hard to open up? And that proprietary internals that come with a MOSFET, that fails after some cases of 80,000 rounds. And the MOSFET is hard to replace because of the proprietary gearbox.
I don't know, maybe. I do know that this one comes with a 603 tight bore inner barrel. And the lower receiver is no longer made out of glass and broken dreams. So now people can drop it and not worry about breaking it.
Okay, drop it then.
I don't feel like it.
Okay, look. The bottom line is, it's still an updated Trident.
Oh, really? This is a box filled with various foregrips. I'm going to give you $100 if you can attach any one of them near the receiver.
Oh, I see what you did there. A bit of a cheap shot. Yep. Where'd the box come from?
Oh, it always was here. You never pay attention.
I must have missed it.
Yeah. Action.
Oh, wow. What happened there, man?
I don't know.
What's in the box anyway?
Okay, anyways. Well, really? Well, that's it. Okay. Okay, again. Oh, really?
Oh, really? What's in the box? Oh, really?
Okay, anyways. So, oh, really? Alright. Oh, really?
Nope, that's it.
You see, the bottom line is that your Black Rain is nothing more than a King Arms M4 key mod without a functional rail.
Well, I guess this will have to be settled again on the battlefield.
Wait a minute. This isn't the typical shitty brass inner barrel that you get out of stock guns. That looks like a black Lonex.
So what? I also put a stronger spring in it. You have a Type 4 barrel in yours too.
Well, the entire point is it's stock versus stock gun. Okay, look. How about that? If this one is a draw when it comes to distance and accuracy with your gun, it's an automatic win. So the only way for your gun to win, it has to outperform this one, to just have a draw. There cannot be a win for the fairness sake.
I can live with that.
All right.
So be it. Okay, by the way, I also have to use a lipo because NIMs don't fit into my stock.
That's unbelievable. Inefficient stock, inefficient rail, no versatility whatsoever.
Oh, you're upset. You're upset because you haven't bought a lipo yet. And you need to borrow one from me to compete, don't you?
Yeah. We are filming this on Vancouver Island, which is right next to Vancouver. A city ranking number 2 as the most financially unlivable city in Canada. But at the very least, Vancouver has the most pretentious cyclists in their parks. One thing that Vancouver Island is known for is its rainy weather, which is the reason why our cameras couldn't be everywhere on the field.
314, 314, 311, pull back. $19.8, $19.9.
As usual, to liven things up, I added some epic music to the footage. I am straight. All you little shits be screwed without me. And since I'm not greedy, I give Review 2 his own soundtrack as well.
I wish I had an Oscar Mayer wiener. The people would finally like me. I wish I had an Oscar Mayer wiener. The women would stop laughing at my cocktail weenie. My cocktail weenie is technically an eenie. And sometimes I pee on my own balls. Something, 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 something more.
All you little shits be screwed without me.
Something weenie. Deedly deedly do small wrinkly balls.
Now we come to the mobility test. The balance and weight between the GPR-CC and Black Rain is quite similar. And while running in this heroic fashion, I resemble a Ulysses, or a younger Cole the Conqueror. As for Review 2, he is demonstrating why his gambling habit had to be put on hold for his alky lifestyle at 11 AM in the morning. Sorry ladies, he's already married. Nevertheless, thanks to my steely eyes and good work ethic, we gathered some good information about those two rifles.
Okay, let's have a look at the test results.
Yes, finally we have a game chat this week that...
Look, I forgot, but I do remember you telling me to make sure that we have it ready this week, otherwise we look like idiots holding up a piece of paper again.
As you can see on this list that we prepared earlier, the first category is accuracy and distance.
The Black Rain performed as well in accuracy and distance as the GPR did.
Yes, which means that the Black Rain lost, because you have the Lonex barrel in there and a spring that gave you 30 more FPS. That was the deal.
It sometimes felt that the Black Rain was more accurate, like a laser beam on certain shots.
It's a close one, but then again, the Lonex inner barrel on the Black Rain is about 50 millimeters longer, and we don't know if the tight bore in that GPR is the same standard as the Lonex. So it would be still a draw.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Let's say it this way. If you would have the same inner barrel and spring in the KRYTAC, it would most likely do even better in distance and accuracy.
Okay, so that point goes to the GPR. Now the next category is ease of use.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, the Black Rain is just a tiny bit heavier than the KRYTAC.
Right.
They have the same length barrel. If there's deciding factor, it's the rail. And the problem with that rail is that most of it you cannot use at all.
Yeah. It's a lot of open real estate that, you know...
Which I don't get, like, because I get it. You don't want to put stuff on the sides and so on, but they could have easily put something there on the bottom.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people that still do like to have their 4 grips.
Yes, yeah.
And a lot of people will hold it up like this too.
Yeah.
So, agreed. Okay, well look, the rail on the black rain, it does feel more comfortable to hold.
Yeah, but it's also more front heavy to wield.
Yeah, which is no issue when you're detaching the rails, making it as Spartan as the GPR rail.
I mean, one thing I will give to the Black Rain, I really like that adjustable grip and extended charging handle. The grip has 3 different optional sizes: small, medium, and large. I prefer the large, while Revere 2 prefers the stock medium. A good beefy grip is something I wish that the KRYTAC would have instead of that Defiance grip. They're not even in the same league. Having said that, I really hate this stock, limiting everything just to lipos.
Yes, the Vialtor type stock is very deceiving since it looks like it can house a nunchuck, but it can't.
The KRYTAC stock, on the other hand, is fantastic. Easy to open and close and fits any regular sized crane stock battery. Those are good basics and fundamentals. And I also like those flat speed triggers.
Okay, so what should we say for this one then? Just gonna call it a draw?
Yeah. Next category would be build quality.
Okay, well, the Black Rain is CNC machined. This one's not.
Yes, but to be fair to the KRYTAC though, it actually exceeded very much my expectation on build quality. You always hear stories that the lower receivers are made out of plywood, but no, it's very sturdy, very heavy duty, no wobble whatsoever.
Yeah, but ultimately though, it's not CNC machined.
Yeah, no, it's not. But as far as non-CNC machine bodies go, this is as good as it gets. But the point will go to the Black Rain.
Alright, and now, number 4 brings us to performance.
Yes, so this is quite an interesting one. With a LiPo, the GPR shot at 19.5 rounds, while the Black Rain shot at 16.5. Now a certain someone put a thicker spring in the Black Rain, making the rate of fire slower.
Wait, I put the spring in this so I could win the accuracy and distance test.
Yeah, and that's why you actually lost the first category.
Okay, so I'm going to lose a point again because of the spring?
Well, a more spiteful and odious man would assume that. But I'm as gracious as I'm humble. And I will actually factor in that spring and reevaluate it. Both have a very powerful high torque motor, and with the same spring they would have the same rate of fire. And both have very high end internals and a MOSFET.
So basically, they have equal performance.
I would say so.
Okay, so that means that the Black Rain is still in the running then. Ah, okay, good. You know what the last category is now?
Yes, value.
Value, yeah.
Well, let's make this quick. The point goes to the Black Rain.
What?
Well, I mean the really cool engravings, the CNC machine body, the fluted barrel, that rifle is a bargain.
Look, I won't disagree with you, but having said that, this GPR is one premium gun. I can see why KRYTACs are hailed as one of the best. Out of the box, you don't have to upgrade anything.
Yes, the Black Rain won, but I want the viewer to understand something. Essentially, it won because the GPR-CC is at least 100 to 150 more at 680 Canadian. And mainly that price difference is the body only. Now, personally, I would pay $150 extra compared to a Trident. But would I pay that much extra compared to a Black Rain? It's hard to say.
It's crazy how close those two rifles are in performance. We've read constantly how the KRYTAC, B.R.O rifles and VFC Avalons are virtually identical in performance.
Yes, in that specific high-end category, but it's the Black Rain that never got officially the credit like the other guns get. Having said that, overall KRYTAC, King Arms and VFC would still get their lunch eaten against the ETU multi-burst guns like the Mars or Seekins. But those ones are in a different class now.
Well then, I guess now we see why the Black Rain and the KRYTAC stayed at the top of the food chain for so many years.
Yeah, they are very much amazing rifles. Mm-hmm. Well, good game, good play. Hello, YouTube watchers. I'm sure right now you're Googling some kind of pointless stuff on your search engine with your greasy digits. But I want you to know that we are the most credible source on airsoft online. We have been doing that for a long time. We actually invented airsoft in the 1940s. Everything you do, you owe to us.
This was all us. So what you see about these guns, it's we set the precedence on this.
Yes, yeah.
There wasn't anybody else.
No.
We gave the Japanese a little bit of ideas on how they could start it, how they could launch it,
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
financially backing it.
Yeah, I mean, the Japanese didn't invent computers.
No?
That was also us.
Yeah, I was just say we had a hand in that too.
Yeah.
So you're watching this video because you are smart. You did come to the right place.
Yeah. We also invented shoelaces.
Lots of those.
Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
The neon laces, my personal favorite. That was all me. Sitting on the toilet, came to me.
Yeah. Those little like plastic thingies at the end of those laces.
Oh, that was all him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took me 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Lost 2 marriages because of that.
Lots of dipping his fingers into hot wax and stuff. Anyways.